I'm going to a very large conference tomorrow. First, a mastermind that is before the conference. The mastermind is $50,000 per year. And then a conference with George and Ken, and it's called Limitless. I will be speaking at it, going over a kind of how to grow an audience and then how to monetize that audience, because that's what my business is. I help very, very large businesses like the guy who is running this conference. And I'm just going to be on a panel with Thatch Noonian, Brandon Turner, and Pace Morby. I think one chick as well. I don't know who it was. Uh, and every single time I've gone to one of these conferences, especially with Ken, because Ken says to everybody who asks him, "Hey, dude, how are you doing what you're doing right now? How are you getting so many investors?" He always just sends them to talk to me. And so I get incredible amounts of lead gen. Where the last conference I went to with Ken, I got uh, like 8 or 9 people who asked to work with me. I turned them all down because they weren't my ideal client, but there's a few people here who would be. And I'm not necessarily looking for more work, but you never know what happens. There's one person in particular who I would work with, but again, I don't really care. I already have way too much work that I can possibly handle. What I would like to do though, my ideal dream outcome, and sorry, I'm going all over the place right now because we've been out in the sun all day working on old trucks in Tucson, Arizona. My brain is just fried. But anyway, my dream scenario, what I want to do is, if I can take on more clients and I can make a lot more money. If I had, let's say, $75,000 per month coming in or something like that, I could get a massive house, let's say a 8, 9 bedroom house in Colombia or Argentina or somewhere pretty damn cheap. And then I could have my entire team living with me. And if you had every single person on your team living with you, working the way that I work, and now the way that PJ's working, the curve of exponential growth is so ridiculously insane. Being online is great and all, but if a employee and someone, the only people I like to bring on the team are incredibly ambitious people who only think about their craft at all times, and their only goal is getting better. And that is a very, very unique person, and I try and just pay that person as much as humanly possible and then give them substantial performance based models. I would rather give someone every single dollar that they make me and more, which I don't care about. All I care about is showing the best results for the clients as humanly possible, and then everything else comes along. That is the only thing that I care about. But if all of these people that it creates to do this kind of massive team, and at least that is the vision that I have in my head, we're all living in the same house, and I would hire a maid and chefs to where no one would everyone could just focus on the one thing that matters most. And when they were in a mega competitive environment like it would be, a incredibly ambient, just work centered, trying to kick ass every single day environment, that is how you scale very quickly and grow something exceptional. Because I don't care about just scaling quickly and making more money. I just want to grow something that is exceptional, that you can be wildly proud of. uh, so that's actually what I really want. That's why I want to make more money right now. It's to where I could all live all under the same roof with the best team ever. And then it also comes down to finding every single one of those individual parts. But if that could happen, that is the goal over the next like 8 months, is to get that nailed down for maybe around like Aprilish. If I could then in April move back to Colombia and live in like a 10 bedroom spot with 10 people, everyone just kicking ass, and then also introducing them into the fun. A lot of income would be needed for that. I would need to be making on fucking probably 6 figures per month. But that's how you would scale something to 7 figures very, very, very fast and just super effectively. Either way, I'm going all over the place now, but that's really what I want. That is me and Luke, my buddy, one of my best buddies in the entire world. Luke, we're talking about that earlier today. If we could do something really, really neat, because I have so much lead flow for my business, it all comes down to the team. But no one that I hire right now is going to be as good as I need them to be. I mean, that is the dream, right? Obviously, you want to hire people that are 10 times better at what you do than you do. And there are particular parts that you can hire for, but there's a lot of training that still needs to be done because the reason why there's so much demand for my work is because I show such good results. And if other people were showing this good of results, then they would have this much demand. And so there's a lot that I still need to teach and go over with the team so where then they can start to come up with their own ideas for their particular role. And living under the same house and going over the same workflow and doing the same thing every single day, especially when they see the way that we work. When I wake up at 7 a.m. and work until midnight every single day and really just take a break to exercise and eat exceptionally healthy, work out every single day, that's going to fire up everyone around you to want to do the same thing because men in that sort of natural instinct or environment, they want to be able to compete with everyone. And so that is the goal. I am rambling all over the place, but we're going to try and make that happen. Either way, that is more of a medium term vision that would be the goal from like 8 months from now. Until the next 8 months, I just got to keep doing what I'm doing and just continue to get better and better and better and better. And then everything else falls along. Business is actually very, very simple. It's wildly difficult. It's nothing but problems, nothing but hardships, nothing but stress. But it's been done so many times before. It really has. Does not take a rocket scientist to figure it out. It's just provide a ridiculous amount of value, which takes getting exceptionally good at something and then just do it for free until if you're not good at anything, just you need the reps. For me, I paid to work for people for at least a year and a half just so I could get the reps in because I knew the more people I worked with, the more reps I could get, the quicker. Therefore, my learning curve would just get faster. And that's what I did. And it worked super good. Anyway, none of that is on topic. Nothing's on topic because there is no topic to this video. I just make a video every day for 1,000 days. I got an early flight tomorrow to get to Dallas. I'm absolutely wiped out. I just want to go to bed and shower off this nastiness, this absolute nastiness. PJ, how you feeling in there?
Showing us destroyed the toilet. A little bit lighter.
Well, I am making a video right now. I'll show you guys. This is thankfully we were staying in a shithole. But PJ, what do you think would happen if we had 8 other people that were living under the same house trying to grow a business that were handcrafted for that role and they were going to be the best in the world at what they were doing? How quickly would that business grow? Especially in the environment where we're in, where you got thrown into it and you just instantly get forced to start working 12 hours a day. And then you want to too. At least I'm telling myself that you want to.
I'm trying to think of a good sport to make an analogy to.
Like football would be a great one. Because you have a team of 12. And if all of your teammates are
11.
just 11. You can tell I haven't played it in a while.
Yeah. Well, it's like it's more so you have a team of 11, but you're versing 1.
Yeah, so you're just doing your role.
The different games, all the different plays you can make with 11 people, and all the different, the strategy would be completely different, and you just crush, a team of 1.
Well, yeah, exactly. That's what you need for a business. You need people. If anyone tries to run a business on their own, you're going to be capped out at $1 million, $2 million a year. It's not possible. Unless, I mean, it's just really not. You're not going to be making over $2.5–3 million a year as a solopreneur. Which, if that's your goal, great. I mean, if you become the best at the world at something, you could be an exceptionally high-paying consultant. I know people who do this, and they have great lives. I mean, they're crushing it. They make $1 million a year. They have no expenses, and at the end of the day, what matters is your take home. Nothing matter. Revenue doesn't matter. It just matters what the profit of the business.
Think about George was trying to fix all the problems with the truck by himself.
Well, he'd probably get there a lot quicker because we're two retards.
Yeah, I mean, even though we're retards, you still need someone to follow you with the other truck. You know what I mean? Like, he would not have been able to do what he did today without extra hands on deck.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the goal. Find the best team in the world. Have everyone move in under the same roof. And basically, what's one of those superhero movies where everything goes good in the end? Any of those things are teamwork. Pulls together. Anyway, I got to get the hell out of here and go to bed.